Well, the 2025 Washington legislative session is now underway. Over the next 105 days, lawmakers will work together to pass new laws to try to tackle some of the state's biggest issues. And one of those is the housing crisis, and a rent control bill is at the center of that discussion.
The bill would prevent landlords from raising rent in the first year of a lease. Derek Strom has more details as lawmakers heard testimony on the bill for the first time today.
We can both build more homes, and we must for our future, and protect people now from rent increases.
Both Democrats and Republicans have bills that are aimed at addressing housing affordability this legislative session. The bill proposed by Democrats would prevent landlords from raising rent in the first year of a new lease, and it would cap rent increases at 7% each year after that.
My rent rises for existing tenants are well under 5%, and all are stable long-term tenants. Keeping rent rises low is smart business and is fair to both tenants and landlords.
Legislators proposed the same type of bill last year, but it did fail in the Senate. But the supporters of the bill this year are hopeful that they can pass it to give those protections to renters so they aren't priced out of the communities that they're living in. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates around 15% of Washington renters saw a rent increase of at least $250 per month in 2024. That adds up to $3,000 per year. But opponents of the bill say capping rent increases would deter constructing new housing, and increasing the supply of housing is a priority for Governor-elect Bob Ferguson.
What this bill does, and this is what we're so worried about, is it takes the excitement around that building and it just pushes it to other states where there's more economic advantage for builders.
If the bill passes, landlords would also have to give renters at least a 180-day notice for any rent increases over 3%. There are no guidelines in the bill for how rent should be set before a lease begins.
Keeping fees reasonable and capped upon leasing to 1 month's rent also makes a transition smoother. In a best-case scenario, giving renters stability and protections under this bill may create opportunity towards homeownership one day, too.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.